I tell you that it's.
So did you record it in here? Yeah.
Most of it, yeah. Most of
vast
it's done it.
majority.
We did the drums and maybe some of the bass in our rehearsal room.
A rainy pub in St Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then most of it
With
was
a hole in the roof.
most of it's done in here. Some of it's done like in various other rooms
Right.
in this house. But yeah,
What was that like?
Rough. At first it was rough. Like,
yeah.
like because we started it really before we knew it was going to be Midnight Driving. We started it in my bedroom.
Right.
And that's where we did like the majority, like Hibernate and Big
Yeah.
Sleep, and like we did a lot of writing in there. But then I built this space specifically to finish it, and then we started
Right.
investing in better equipment and
Yeah.
slowly got more usable. Yeah. Plus we tend to write and record at the same time now. If
Right.
that makes sense. Like we have an idea and then it goes into the computer and we start to build upon it with like additional things that isn't just the sound of three lads playing in a room, like extra synthesizers or backing
Yeah.
vocals or whatever that we can't physically play because there isn't enough of us. So like we're constantly building a song all the time, and I feel like to do it where we just wrote a song and then went in to record it with someone else, you don't really get to expand on it in the same way.
Yeah. Do you think it like you a bit more sort of like freedom to experiment with different like,
it's
added
hard
elements to
to
songs which you otherwise couldn't?
it's hard to experiment with like someone else's studio because you're on their time. Like
Yeah.
they might have other things they need to do in the day, and they might have other people coming into their studio that you've got to make time for, so you can't spend that time experimenting as
Yeah.
much. But when you're on your own time, you have as long as you want to add whatever you want.
Yeah, it's also probably worth saying that we learn a lot about like production and stuff
Yeah.
by making this. Like we'd all had a hand in producing the stuff that we'd done previous to this, but
Nowhere near to the same.
nowhere near to like being just left to our own devices. Like you say, it really did give us time to experiment, and we learned a lot, and it's like informed what we're gonna do next.
Yeah.
I think.
Towards the end, I never really got into the old mix, did I?
Yeah.
For 2 AM and Crybaby, I've been
Yeah.
piping up a little bit more. So we have
So really, it's just better because you did it.
not gonna lie.
Do you all enjoy that element of it?
we
What,
enjoy the
working
Like,
together.
like
Yeah.
production. Like,
But the
production,
production,
yeah,
yeah,
it's great.
100%. The mixing tends to be just me, and I
Right.
find it a very frustrating process. But I feel like on this, like it's the first time we all really, because we'd all produced stuff and wrote stuff for stuff we'd done in the past, and
Right.
or like individually or whatever. But this is the first time we really like locked in as a team to do it, and sort of just sat in it,
Yeah.
went through everything like meticulously.
Do you all have sort of like different, like personally anyway, like different musical interests? And
Oh yeah.
do you think?
The man over there
I've heard
does.
you're into like samba musical.
Yeah, pretty much like Latin jazz and
Right.
I always say that really well.
French punk in the boys.
It really works in our favour though, I feel like.
Yeah.
And also we gotta remember is like we've been playing instruments since we were like, I don't know, you were like 6, I was
playing
like
drums for
7,
longer than
he was like 13 maybe. So we've been in bands for at least the past 7-8 years, and we've probably been in like bands of all different sorts of genres, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So by the time we got to Strangers, we had like a lot of experience in writing different sort of things as well as all like the random
Weren't you in a
stuff we were listening to.
prog metal band at
Yeah.
one point?
Like all that combines really. Even though like that, like you wouldn't listen to us and go, oh well, that's clearly influenced by French pop
Yeah.
or whatever you're listening to.
French punk.
But it is in some way because that informs you, and then that
Yeah,
informs
yeah,
your
yeah.
your idea of what like
Yeah.
production is or like song structure or whatever.
Yeah.